Okay, so pag-usapan po natin 'tong, panawagan ni Alan Peter Cayetano kung saan gusto niyang mag-resign ang lahat ng government officials. Oh my God. Hindi naman, congressman, senator, vice president, and president. Basically yung mga, key position sa gobyerno natin, okay? Ah Kasi everything follows eh. If iba na yung gobyerno, iba na rin yung pamamalakad, di ba? Pero it's the same system eh. Ganun pa rin yun eh. So, how can you say na may maiiba kung mapapalitan lahat ng official? Actually, if you waited 3 more years, ganun, di mangyayari na rin yung election na yan. So, basahin muna natin. Hindi na natin babasahin yung Bible quote dito. Kasi what's the point na mag-Bible quote ka tapos sinusuportahan mo si Rodrigo Duterte na who openly blasphemes God, 'di ba? Or yung idea of a God, 'di ba? Minumura niya si Pope. Tapos sinabi niya, once upon a time, stupid God, 'di ba? So whatever his position is sa pagka-ambassador of Jesus niya in relation to Rodrigo Duterte, it fails, okay? Okay, paliwanag lang po regarding National Reset Clean Slate, okay? It's not my job nor my intention to tell anyone what to do, to tell anyone to resign. Pero in effect, you are telling everyone to resign kasi ganun yung gusto mo eh, 'di ba? I mean, it's okay. My duty is to reflect on the problem of the nation faces, discern, pray, and articulate ideas, okay? And the conclusion that you actually had is a snap election, changing all the officials, 'di ba? Pero it's not correct eh. Kasi paano mo gagawin 'yon? Kailangan mo ng pera para gawin 'yon. You're going to again go to the national coffers, to the people's money to hold a snap election once again. Kasi tandaan natin, mabilis na ang election ngayon because of the electronic data. So are we going to do it like 1986 na mano-mano, ballot per ballot, bibilangin natin lahat? Is that it? I just don't understand, mga lods. Pwede naman mag-intay kasi sa 2028 eh. Okay, the sheer massiveness of participant, okay, accessory to the present scandal of taken together with staggering amount of money stolen for immediate, effective, and decisive decision. Ano to eh, pag sinabi mo kasing mag-i-snap elections ka para matanggal yung mga official na yon, they are still liable for the things that they have done in the country. Whether they are in power or not in power, meron pa rin silang liability. It doesn't remove na yung mga pine-pertain mo dito na kasama sa corruption scandal, hindi naman sila na-absolve of their guilt, 'di ba? So, kailangan mo pa rin silang i-prosecute. How do you do that? You go to the judicial system. Something na hindi na-touch nitong idea of snap elections na to. Why don't you make the judicial system stronger and more rabid pagdating sa mga ganitong klaseng mga tao na nananamantala sa pera ng taong bayan? Why is it that it's going to be again the people who will suffer from a revamp of the government? Tayo magsasuffer niyan eh. Bakit? Kasi magkakaroon na naman ng instability eh. Na hindi nyo nakikita yung bigger picture noon. If we had a snap elections dito sa ating bansa, who will take over? Who will govern for the meantime? So, the current judicial system, yung mga justices natin, and then the military, and then the police. 'Di ba? How are you sure na pagka nagkaroon ng snap election, the military won't take over 100% or the police won't take over 100%? 'Di ba? It will just create instability na napakakalos mo naman. Na, hindi mo ba naisip 'yun? Biruin mo, you parade as the messenger of God or ambassador of Jesus Christ, pero hindi mo tinitingnan yung order ng status quo. Yes, we have a broken system right now, but it's a system that actually promotes stability. Kahit papaano stable yung ating bansa. 'Di ba? Yeah, yung stability is really relative. Pero imagine, pag nagkaroon ng snap election, sino ba ang makikinabang dyan? Eh di yung mga destabilizers na gustong maalis yung current government para sa sarili nilang interest. Kasi ngayon, kung titingnan nyo, yung statistics, mamaya, i-discuss ko towards the end, which is sadly unfortunately happening. That does need a radical solution. So if you want a radical solution, why not just revamp the whole system, including the constitution? Kasi when you have a snap election, you will also adhere to the current constitution. So you have to also change the constitution. So, a snap election won't do anything. Kung ganun pa rin, kung papalitan mo lang yung mga taong nakaupo. It's just crazy for me. Not everyone is dirty, but the system is broken. Then change the system itself. Magkaroon tayo ng constitutional change. Di ba ganun naman talaga, yung cha-cha na tinatawag? Pwede naman natin buksan dun eh. Pwede natin pag-usapan dun. Pero a snap election will trigger just a change in phases in government, but not really the change in system. Di ba? He admitted it eh. Oh, making accountability very difficult. Yun nga, lagyan nyo ng pangil yung mga ang justices. You are a lawmaker. You are not a revolutionary, di ba? So, anong dapat niyang gawin? Di pala kasi nila yung judicial system. Lagyan nila ng malaking budget. Yung sa DPWH na pera, ilagay nila sa judicial system. So that more lawyers or more lawmakers are more or lawyers and can have better compensation in doing their work. Kasi totoo lang, napakamahal ng private lawyer. So, what if yung compensation ng private lawyers and public lawyers are almost the same? In such a way na more people are going to be enticed to become lawyers. Magiging ano sila, instead of maging corrupt na politiko. Kasi, ang problema kasi sa Pilipinas is really not the people. The people here are intelligent. There are more intelligent Filipinos here in the country than any in the country. Hindi lang sila nabibigyan ng tamang compensation. How many intelligent engineers are underpaid? Madami. How many nurses are going to abroad for better money, for better pay, for a better paycheck? Marami. May brain drain na eh kasi wala silang opportunity dito sa Pilipinas. What if yung perang kinukurakot ng mga yan is ilagay mo dun sa mga critical areas tulad ng law? Nako, baka matakot yung mga politiko na mga ngurakot if justice here is quick, fast, and effective. Hindi kasi. 'Di ba? Having a clean slate will not allow us to act faster but be effective and decisive in finding and punishing those who are guilty. So, the snap election is not the answer. The answer is changing the constitution. Diba? Constitutional supremacy kasi yung nangingibabaw sa atin eh. So, if we open the constitution and mandate that our judicial system has more budget, diba? Kakapantay ng DPWH, then baka maiba yung structure ng ating bansa. Kasi what we need here is punitive actions against these people na nangungurakot. 'Di ba? Kasi just changing the people who is sitting and using the system will not do anything. Ganun din 'yun. Okay, having a clean slate with people's mandate and trust is a powerful thing that may lead us to national renewal and transformation. This is just motherhood statement eh. Wala nga itong objective take, 'di ba? Parang opinion niya lang 'yan. Hindi yan napaka-subjective niyan. Pero what is in reality is the system is broken. So why are you changing the players playing the system? You should change the system itself. And how do you do that? You change the constitution. How do you change the constitution? Through cha-cha. To people's initiative. Kaso walang enabling law for people's initiative. Di ba? The question is to the above official is not sacrificing for the nation's possible. Can COMELEC do it and be fair? Legal framework ba? The question is very simple. See, ang COMELEC kasi, they are mandated by the Constitution na sila lang yung magte-take care ng elections. How can you do that? Kung ang COMELEC din ay susceptible to corruption, according to some lawyers, di ba? So what do you do, really? Change the system itself, not the players playing the system. Kalokohan yan, Cayetano. Are you willing to resign? Eh di simulan mo, magsimula sa yung resignation. Pwede naman siguro yun. What if it's possible? Are you willing to resign? Una muna, again, uulit-ulitin ko yan. You are trying to change the players playing the system. But what the problem is the system itself. So how are you sure that if you change the players playing the system, it will change the system itself? So mali, di ba? So the logical conclusion is just change the system itself. There is a constitutional way of doing that na legal, which is through the constitutional change. Simulan nyo sa pagtanggal ng mga political dynasty. Tandaan mo, Cayetano, ikaw at saka yung pamilya mo came from a political dynasty. So wag kang magkaroon ng moral high ground na yung sistema yung broken kung ikaw mismo ay nakikinabang sa sistemang ginagalawan nyo ngayon. How are you sure? How are you sure na kapag naalis yung mga allegedly corrupt officials, maiiba yung mababago tong Pilipinas na to? 'Di ba? How many election cycle are we going to have that will stamp out corruption? We wouldn't know that. Pero let's trust in the heart of the Constitution. The Constitution said that dapat wala tayong political dynasty. Pero sino ba yung mga nangingibabaw sa political system natin ngayon? Hindi ba mga political dynasties? And I'm not just saying mga Cayetano yan, the Duterte, the Marcoses. They are all coming from the political dynasty, and then you just want to change the system that nakikinabang ka din. Kalokohan yan, Cayetano. Are you willing to resign is the first essential question. Are you willing to enact a system that is fair for everybody? O kunyari, isang termino lang yung mga congressman. O, yari, di ba? Walang political dynasty. Isang kapamilya lang per pasok sa gobyerno. O, yari, di ba? Kaso hindi ganun yung nangyayari. Tas meron pang condition. I think this wala nang sense tong position na to run for any election for wala nang kwenta yan. Yun lang ang sagutin muna please. Again, the answer is not about are you willing to resign? Are you willing to give up the comforts that you have made this system to be? If kung simulan natin sa pagtanggal sa mga political dynasties, let's see. There is a mandate sa Constitution na natanggalin ang mga political dynasty. Has anyone ever thought about baka ang problema dito is yung mga taong ginagawang family business itong gobyerno natin? Meron ba nun? Di ba wala? My God. Tapos ang may kasalanan na naman is yung mga nakaupo. So it's just politics end of the day. Not really for the good of the people. If you want it for the good of the people, then do what the Constitution said. Di ba? Ang masakit pa dito, abogado kasi siya 'di ba? And he understands how the law works here better than I would and better than ikaw na nakikinig sa akin. But anong simula niya? Bible verse agad. Simulan mo kaya muna sa political dynasty. Enable a law that will prevent political dynasties from encroaching for encroaching the political scene, 'di ba? Yari 'yon, ang daming mawawala diyan, ang daming hindi makikinabang. And then, one term lang ang congressman, one term lang ang senator, one term lang lahat. 6 years, 3 years, doesn't really matter. Ang point doon mga lords, if you want to change something, do what the Constitution mandate. Our framers, I truly believe na yung mga framers natin ay hindi nagkulang. Hindi lang kasi nasusunod ng tama. And bakit ba, eto, last na to, bakit ba gustong-gusto nila ng snap election? Kasi statistically speaking, si Sara Duterte, kung magkakaroon ng election ngayon, panalo siya. 'Di ba? And sige, ilaban namin si Vico Sotto kay Sara Duterte. Payag kami dyan sa snap elections na yan. Pero what will they invoke? They will invoke na bata pa si Vico Sotto. 'Di ba? Hindi pa siya sangayon sa doon sa requirement which is 40 years old. Kaya nga COMELEC pa rin yung ini-invoke niya To be fair 'di ba? Meaning to say, ganun pa rin 'yon. Kung gusto mo ng change talaga, tara, dali, baguhin natin yung sistema. Yung buong sistema, tasama natin si Vico sa botohan. Yari yung mama mo. Yun lang po ang sa akin for today, mga lod.